Hello everyone and welcome back to the Python Machine Learning Beginner course. In this lecture, we are going to talk about random forest classification. So without further ado, let's get started. In the previous tutorial, we talked about decision tree classification. Random forest classification is basically if we take decision tree classification many times and then take the average outcome from all those decision trees, which actually make random forest. So random forest classification is actually one type of ensemble learning technique. So what is ensemble learning? Ensemble learning is basically if you take one algorithm many times or different types of algorithm one time and then take the average outcome from those algorithms. You can think of it like ensemble learning actually leverages the power of the crowd. So random forest classification actually take several decision tree classification and then use the average outcome. Random forest classification actually follow several steps. In step 1, it pick up random k data points from the training set. Then in step 2, it build the decision tree associated to these k data points. In step 3, it choose number entries of trees that we want to build and then it repeat step 1 and 2. And finally in step 4, for a new data point, it make each one of our entry trees predict the category to which the data points belongs and assign the new data point to the category that wins the majority vote. So that is the way actually random forest classification work. And whenever I think of random forest classification, I always remember this picture where I assume all these are decision trees and all of the decision trees actually make a forest like this. Random forest classification is a very powerful classification algorithm because it leverages the power of the many classification algorithm. There is a device which is called Kinect. It actually created by Microsoft and it estimate the human pose according to the movement of a player, and here it actually use random forest classification in order to detect the human pose. So this is one of the real world example of this machine learning algorithm. Now let's go ahead and get started to do a project by jumping to the Spider IDE and implement random forest classification. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, now I'm here in Spider IDE. First, I'm going to copy all these lines of code from our logistic regression Python file that we created earlier and paste it in our random forest classification Python file. Because remember, in our all classification algorithm, we actually used social network ads.csv file as our dataset, and here we also use this file as well. So in order to code efficiently, we just copied all these lines of code and paste it in our random forest classification. Now let's import all the essential libraries and then import our dataset. After that, we are going to split our dataset into training set and test set, and then we are going to do feature scaling. Now we have to fit our random forest classification to our training set. Let's type from sklearn.ensemble import random forest classifier. Now we are going to create a classifier object for our random forest classifier. Let's type classifier is equal to random forest classifier and in parentheses pass n estimators is equal to 1000 and criterion is equal to entropy and random state is equal to 0. Now we are going to fit our classifier to the training set by typing classifier.fit in parentheses we pass xtrain and ytrain. Now it's time to predict our test set results. Just run these lines of code and go to the variable explorer and open our ytest and ypred values. So in the left side we have our ytest, that is the actual values of our purchased column, and in the right side we have ypred values that is actually predicted by our random forest classifier. Okay, now let's create the confusion matrix. Just run these two lines of code and go to the variable explorer and open the cm variable. So here you can see our random forest classification make 64 plus 28, that means 92 correct predictions, and it made 4 plus 4, that means 8 incorrect predictions. So we can say that our random forest classification achieved 92% accuracy. So that's it for our random forest classification lecture. In the next lecture, we are going to talk about how to evaluate our classification model's performance. So for all that goodness, I look forward to see you in the next lecture. Until then, enjoy machine learning.